Hi, this is Josh, pharmacist with Learn Blood Sugar Testing. I'm going to take a look at the CareSens and Feliz blood glucose monitoring system. I did pick this up on Amazon, paid about $24 for it, included in the boxes everything that you will need to get started to test your blood sugar. There are 2 bottles of 50 test strips, so 100 test strips. There are 100 Lancets, the glucose meter, the Lancet device, and control solution, as well as instructions and a logbook. So to get started, the first thing you'll want to do is put the battery in your meter and set the date and time. It does include the battery, which is a 2032. It's not rechargeable, it's a replaceable battery. You'll want to open the battery door, put that in, and replace the battery door. We're going to take a little look at the meter. On the back here is the test strip eject button. On the front there is the button that you press to power it up and choose between the different menus, and then you use the side-to-side buttons to navigate in those menus. And it does have a port on the top that you can use to connect to your PC as well. Now let's go ahead and set the date and time, and to do that you press the S button and hold it down until it says set. And then you press the side to side button to get to yes and set. Next option, it's flashing the year. So we want to make sure it is the year that we want, and then we press set again. Then we're on to the month. So you press the arrow buttons to get to the correct month. Press the set button then to go on to the date. Again, the arrow buttons to get to your correct date. Press the set button. Now we're on to 12-hour or 24-hour. So if you want to use AM and PM, you choose 24-hour, or the 12-hour or 24-hour if you like to use what a lot of people refer to as military time. Once you have your selection, press the set button. Then we're on to the hour. Press your side-to-side button to get to the correct hour. Press the set button, and then we're on to the minutes. Set your correct minutes, then press the set button. Next option is if you want the beep, the audible beep used during different functions of the glucose meter. You can turn that on or off. We'll leave it in the on setting. Next is if you want to press the put the expiration date for your test strips into the meter. You can either leave that off or you can turn it on. For this demonstration, we'll just leave that off. Next option is if you want to set a low blood sugar alarm. It defaults to 80. You can work with your healthcare provider to determine your goal. If you wanted to set that, we'll just leave it at the default. Next is a high blood sugar reading. Again, your healthcare provider can guide you as to what your high limit should be. And then set that, go ahead and press the S button, and then we return to the year. So we can hold down that button, and now the meter is set. Now let's take a look at the Lancet device. The Lancet device is of course what you use to poke your finger to produce a drop of blood. Pretty standard Lancet device. You pull on the back. You notice when you do that, the red shows up in the window. That means the spring is charged, ready to propel the Lancet forward. And when the spring is not loaded, the window is clear. To get to the barrel where you load the Lancet, you simply twist off the top. And you just got to make sure when you put that back on, that bubble is in line with the button. Now this points at the depth, how deep you want that to lance, all the way from 1 to 5. I tend to start at 3 and adjust it there if you're not getting an adequate size drop of blood. So let's go ahead and load a Lancet. And this on the back here is what's the Lancet eject. That helps remove the Lancet once you've used it. So you go ahead and use a new Lancet each time. Lancets are single-use items. So you put that in until it seats properly in the barrel, and then twist the top and remove it. That will expose the Lancet, which of course is going to poke your finger. Go ahead and place the top. ensuring that is lined up properly. We can see our spring is charged, so it's ready for us to use. And again, we'll keep that top. We'll use that when we dispose of the Lancet after the testing. Now, to test, we'll want to wash our hands thoroughly with warm soapy water and dry them. Then we'll retrieve a test strip. Be certain when you're not retrieving a test strip, you always keep the bottle closed, as test strips are sensitive to moisture and oxygen. And you can see this is the end that goes in the meter, so you just slide that in. And that is prompting us for a drop of blood. Our hands are clean, our Lancet device is ready. I prefer using the side of a finger. There we go. We can gently massage if we need to ensure there's an adequate drop of blood. And it's not applied to the strip, it's drawn up inside the strip. So you touch it to the drop of blood. And there it's counting down. There's our reading, 111. Now we can, just a default reading. If we want to specify, we can do it before a meal, after a meal, or fasting. If you'd like to tag that reading in regards to when you last ate, or you can just, and then the last option is a control solution reading. So you can tag that just a general reading, before, after, fasting, or control reading. We'll just leave it as a general reading, and we can eject that test strip, and then our meter will power off. This is the control solution. I will do a separate video showing you how to utilize that to ensure your meter is testing correctly. Now we want to go ahead and remove the Lancet. Just twist off the top like we did when we were putting it on, and then you could jab that Lancet right in to the top of the plastic that were removed, and you can press that eject button to remove the Lancet. Replace your cap for next time, and we're all set. So that is the CareSens and Feliz blood glucose monitoring system. Pretty straightforward, simple machine to use. If you have any questions about this machine, please ask below in the comments. I will do my best to answer them for you. I do appreciate you watching this video. I would appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.